Hey guys, what's up? 343 has recently released a brand new update for Halo Infinite. This update is specifically catered towards the online experience, latency, desync, etc. And I have a lot of Australians and people who play from outside the United States who watch my videos, so it's a really important one for me to cover. Geofiltering has been removed, as well as the very first Halo community update for this year related to Halo Infinite. So let's jump into it. Now this update about server latency is very technically written, and it can be very confusing for some people who don't know what they're reading, so I figured I would simplify it very easily so everybody can understand what is being said. To sum up the entire blog post, the worse your connection is, the worse the desync is going to be. They don't have a fix for the desync, aside from reducing the amount of lag you get per game. So they've really tried to improve the networking so you get lower ping games more consistently. They call it closer to your data centers. This works really well if you're in a high population area, say America, but when you put it into Australia, Asia, where there just isn't a high enough population to sustain a very strict skill-based matchmaking system and a tightened connection-based search system, it means a lot of people, myself included, struggle to find games. Now this all stems from the lack of being able to choose your own server. So a lot of people in Australia, Asia, and other regions outside of America were blocking servers to improve their chances of matching people within their region. There was also a subset of Americans who were using it to block every single server except their one so they could have an advantage in online games. I think making that distinction is very different, and it was really great to see that 343 actually covered this in detail, saying that they know that the way the matchmaking was initially wasn't up to par. The 250 ping games that people were getting put onto, despite there being adequate population for people to match. So 313 has tried to rectify this issue by improving their network capabilities, completely fixing geofiltering, and they've asked for more feedback to fine-tune these changes as time goes on. For me personally, being in Australia now, I have to search within 3 PM to 12 AM. I usually play morning to afternoon, but when I jump on then, there's just no Australians on. We're basically region locked, so finding games is either very laggy or very difficult. I can't find games in Fiesta at peak population times now. It takes a very long time, so that may need to be looked at. I still really think that the game needs a server selection feature, so you can try search for Australian games, and if there's none, it'll expand to American lobbies. I know their matchmaking system at the moment is actually starting to do that. If there is Australians on, you will match them. If not, it will start to expand to other regions, which is great. Unfortunately, when you put really strict skill-based matchmaking in, it leads to extended search times, and I've had a lot of the competitive players actually message me and say, hey Remy, we search for 10+ minutes, it times out and we have to search again just to get one game. And if there's players who are waiting in the lobby more than actually playing the game, I think that needs to be fixed. This is just a side note, but when I play with any of my friends, I can't find games with them. I think it's because I'm so highly ranked that I can't find someone of equal skill plus partied up that I can verse, which means I have to play on my own all the time, and that just sucks because I love playing with my friends and my viewers when I stream on Twitch. Currently, the only mode I can play with other people is BTB, and thank God it's that playlist. Moving back to the desync, I don't think they're ever going to completely remove it. I feel like it's similar to a lot of other issues that are on the game. To fix these issues is going to require a full overhaul of certain features, which is going to take a lot of time. I also feel like to get this game out the door, it really has to be patched together very quickly, and because of that, making small minor changes to the game requires a lot more development time and work as compared to it being made in a way where things could be streamlined. A good example of this is not being able to add new playlists, as well as the BTB fix took months to get fixed, so the code at the moment might be a bit difficult to recognize what the actual core problem is when bugs arise. So I'm hoping that's fixed over time, and then these patches can be streamlined, updated very quickly, because I bet there's going to be a whole bunch of issues when other stuff comes to the game, and you can't have 1 to 2 months with your flagship game mode being broken. What I really appreciate from this blog post is 343 giving as much information as possible to explain these issues. Communication is so important, so I'm so grateful that they did that. Desync will not be fixed for a little while, I feel, but with the minor changes they're making here and there, it should become lessened and the overall experience will be better. My only rebuttal to that fix is since the population is going down, and that's normal, these latency issues combined with the skill-based matchmaking is going to make the experience a bit more rough as time goes on, but I'm sure 343 is aware of that already. To finish up, 343 has said that 4v4 is on 60 tick servers and BTB is on 30 tick servers. This basically means how often does the game's client update where a player is and where they are moving. This explains why desync is more prevalent in BTB because the game updates half the time as compared to 4v4. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. 343 has also said they're fixing theater mode and observer mode, so it looks a bit more accurate, but they said because of the way the system works, it'll always look a bit off. Kind of sucks in a way, because older Halo games could nail that feature 100%, everything would look accurate. Halo 5 and Halo Infinite's theater are both significantly worse than their predecessors' counterparts. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Fantastic to see 343 communicating, it's what we love to see, and I'll see you guys later.